Well, welcome to the best decision that you took this year because in this video, I'm literally gonna teach you everything that you need to know in order to start selling information online. So I don't care if you have a course on how to play the fucking guitar or the fucking piano. I don't care if you're a chef. I don't care if your service is how to get fit. This is literally an A to Z, no bullshit, full step-by-step guide on how to sell information online. And I'm just gonna be honest with you, this took me months to make. So focus, and believe me, you don't wanna waste this. This has a lot of paid shit. This has a bunch of value. So, bro, just log the fuck in because, yeah, this is literally everything that you need to know to start selling any kind of information online, aka your coaching service. So, I'm just gonna be honest with you here. We are gonna spend some time together. So, yeah, if you don't know, my name is Martin, and this is gonna be a pretty raw video, it's gonna be pretty unfiltered. So, let's get into it. First things first, I wanna tell you who is Bruno. Bruno is this guy right here. We worked together for something like 3 months, and I helped him with short form content, long form content strategies, clipping, a lot of things. And we ended up generating hundreds of thousands of views, hundreds of followers, thousands of dollars, and dozens of members for his private networking group. And bro, last month he literally hit 75 grand. So all in organically, all in our organic content. Okay, so if you wanna have the same results, just log the fuck in, watch this video uh, until the end, and let's get started. So who is this for? This is not a beginner friendly. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Uh, this is for you if you already have skill, knowledge, or experience. If you are helping people, for example, as a fitness coach, a business manager, a mindset coach, I don't care what you do, you literally just need to have a fucking offer, basically. So this is not for you if you don't have any knowledge, skill, or experience worth teaching yet. If you're still trying to figure out what you can offer, and if you're just lazy and you want a magic trick and you think you're gonna hit 100K tomorrow, no, that's not gonna happen. This is not free, fast, quick cash. No, you need to work hard. It's how it works. So let's get started with the ICP. Okay, ICP stands for Ideal Client Profile. This is one of the most important things that I have here. So just let's start with this. Okay, so we don't want to just type here some generic things about our ICP. We want to be very specific on about the ICP. So first things first is the demographics. Okay, so we want to know their age. Okay, the gender, location, role, revenue, budget, then core desires, what they want and what they really mean. Okay, so I put here an example because this could be a little hard to understand. So for example, what they want, let's pretend here in my niche, people want views, for example. Okay, but what they really mean is they just want to have a strong personal brand and clients, because nobody wants views. Why do you want views? You don't want it. Okay, you just want views because that's gonna give you a strong personal brand and that's gonna give you clients. Okay, so that's the core desires. Then we have here core problems. Okay, so the problems and the reality. Problems, no clients. This is just here another example. Okay, but the reality is that they are not posting contents and they are not making outreach, because this is the most important things when it stands to getting clients. Then core pains. This is pretty simple. You just need to write here their pains and why it really stings. Then buying objections. Sorry. So what they say and what they mean. So for example, it's too expensive. What they mean by saying that it's too expensive, they're basically telling you that the value from the coaching isn't worth the money. Because if I tell you right now, pay me 20 grand for my coaching service, you're gonna say no, because you think that the value that my coaching service is gonna have to you right now, it's not worth 20 grand. It is, by the way. I don't charge that, but it is. But if I tell you right now, give me 50 grand and I'll give you a fucking Ferrari, believe me, you're gonna get 50 grand. I don't know how, but you're just gonna get it. So yeah, let's get started here. Let's get continue this. Then we need to you need to write one sentence ICP. This is very important too, just so you just have here a summary of your what your ICP is. And now this right here is your mascot. I don't see a lot of people talking to this. I literally saw this in a paid course. It was a mentorship, but yeah, I'm just gonna share this with you guys. So you need to have a mascot. So grab some photos of a guy that you think that could be your ICP, your ideal client. So this right here, this is my ideal client. So you can give a name to him, for example, Martin. So you can say, right, this right here is Martin. He's my ideal client. So a mascot is a name and personality you give to your ideal client. Think of it as a real person that represents your entire audience, basically. Instead of trying to talk to everyone, you need to focus on this person, bro. This literally changes everything. So imagine who he is, what he thinks, what problems he has, what he wants. Literally everything about him, using everything we did here, okay, on this list. Then, for example, your mascot could be Peter. Okay, Peter is not. It's not just a name. He represents your ideal client. But when you're gonna make content, you're just gonna think about Peter. So every time you create content, you think, is this useful for Peter? Would Peter understand this? Would Peter care about this? Okay, this is so much easier, bro. This makes your content clearer, more focused, and effective. Literally, more effective because you are always speaking directly to the right person instead of a vague audience. Okay, so this is it. This is your ICP. Make sure that you complete this as soon as possible. You probably already have some things about this because this is, I could say, basic. But yeah, let's go to the next thing. I have here a lot of game, guys. But yeah, let's go to the traffic. This a bit more complex. So yeah, let's just fucking go. So first thing is we have short form content, okay, and we have long form content. First, short form content. I like to use Instagram because it's the fucking best platform. You can of course post this into YouTube Shorts too. Basically on IG, what we want is get eyeballs. Use your fucking personality and show knowledge in the space, okay? Then you're gonna send people from your IG to your YouTube, okay? Basically, on YouTube, what you want is to convert the eyeballs that you got from your IG. Give a lot of value, like I'm doing right now. Show that you're the only possible expert, okay? So, let's get started here. Oh, can I just continue watching this guide and see what to post, when to post, how to create content and everything? No, because your Instagram profile is not optimized for sales. You could know everything about outreaching, how to post content, the best content, but if your profile is shit, it's gonna be very hard, bro. Trust me. So first you need to make sure that your IG is adjusted to make people go to YouTube, okay? Where you're going to convert them, of course, like I told you. So profile optimization. First, your bio. You could put an emoji before each sentence, okay? There's a lot of people that do that. But yeah, you could just be creative with this, but basically what you could do is like write what you do, some proof, and then a CTA. And then of course you could have a YouTube link. This is the best one. Then a Calendly or a landing page link. Okay, it's important to use a deep link. Okay, and only you use one link. I see a lot of people like putting 2 or 3 links, bro. You don't wanna make the viewer like thinking, should I click on this one or on this one? You can make them in size. Just one link, go straight to it. Okay. So for example, I have here my example. Why you do? I'm a content specialist. Okay. Proof. I work with for Rare Liquid, Bruno, Albert, Steve. Basically, that's it. CDA, Of course, a bunch of other guys. That's why I have this here. But yeah, CDA, still my blueprints, and then my YouTube link. It's gonna be for this video. Okay, I don't know if you click it from my accounts or not, but that's it. Then profile picture, it just need to be clear and clean. Okay, like mine here. Show your face, show that you're a human, and that's fucking it. Highlights. I like to have a start here. Okay, basically talk a bit about your story, the problem, and the solution. Then show some proof like your transformation, client testimonials, and everything. And then you can have a join me. Okay, a CDA. I don't have it here. Just have like a start here, clients, 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 clients. So this is basically just testimonials, and then you'll have a bunch more here of testimonials, like videos to post. You could post like once or twice a day. That's what I do. Of course, if you want to post more, you can try to post at least once per day. Okay, on Instagram, that's fucking essential. And then your pin posts. Okay, this is important too. You need to make people know you. So that's the first thing, like who you are, why you do, how you can help them. Basically, you want to create connection. Then you want to make people like you. Okay, have you heard me? I don't know why, but you want to make people like you. Okay, so your story, your transformation, you basically want to create relatability. Okay, and then make people trust you. So prove that it works, client results, and demonstration. So we basically want to create understanding. This is the main things that you need to do in order to have a fucking optimized Instagram profile. Now that you have one, I want to show you why YouTube. So, why YouTube and not a landing page? Okay, it can be a landing page, of course, with a VSL, for example, but it really depends on your offer. I'm recommending YouTube because you're not forcing people to buy from you like on a landing page. People will just see your videos, they will think like, okay, I could get some value, and they will watch it and they could buy from you. Like when you're selling them to a landing page, they already know that you're just going to try to sell them something. Okay, studies say that people need to spend around 7 hours with you before they buy from you. That's the approximate time people need to trust you. So when you send people from IG to YouTube, people will spend more time with you. That means they will buy from you. If you spend, fuck, I think my internet got fucked. Right, don't care. So if you send people to a landing page, you're basically asking them to buy. So that's fucking, you're basically forcing people to buy. That's not good. Okay. Later, I will talk more specifically about each one. Now you just need to understand how you're going to sell your service. Okay. So this is basically it. Let's go here to the next thing, and this is our content strategy. Okay. I fucking love this part. So on IG, we have four things that we want to do. With the reels, it's basically these three. And the first is top of funnel content. Top of funnel, it's literally growth and virality. You just basically want to go viral. So show the problem where call out pain points they're already feeling, and show the unique solution. Try to get viral here. Basically, that's it. So you can just show you a bit of. You can do those cool edits. Show your lifestyle. That works too. Okay, but that would be better here in the middle of funnel. So middle of funnel, it's gonna be 50%. Okay, this is 25, 25. Middle of funnel, 50%. Value content, okay, so basically action-based videos. Show your audience how to solve a specific problem with a simple, clear, and comprehensive solutions, like they're 5 years old, okay? Break down the method into stages or videos. Then an educational video, educate the viewer about something, okay? And make an educational viewer. Spell common myths on your industry. It is very important too. There's a lot of people that do this, like, for example, reaction videos when they're just like, this is not true. This that's basically you're showing that you're the expert, not that guy. Then lifestyle, like I was telling you, this could be like a bit top of funnel if it's like those edits with a song, for example. But yeah, here I have more like daily routine, behind the scenes, personal development, share books, and yeah, personal journey too. Then bottom of funnel 25% too. Basically you want to show some case study breakdowns, okay, and client interviews too, okay. This is basically gonna build a lot of trust. And then guys, we have here your stories. What you need to do is to post one story a day at least, okay. So this is lifestyle. Then we have story sequences at least once a week, and then a free gift could be like twice a month, right? So on YouTube, you basically just want to post personal or educational. So personal content could be like vlogs, for example, building a 100K a month business in Bali. You could be like a story or personal questions. It could be here in educational. You could do like a free value or free course, just like I'm doing right now. You could be make a problem solution or niche questions like this one, and you could do here one thing that it's so cool, like a hidden VSL. Okay, so to be honest, just be more raw, like I'm doing right now, and give more sauce, like I'm doing right now. Okay, let's go. Content ideation. Now we are just getting into content. Okay, so let's go. Ideation. Active ideation. Okay, you basically have two types of ideations. The first one is the active ideation, so process of searching for an idea. So you can go to TikTok on Instagram or TikTok, create a competitors list. Okay, so at least write down 10 of your competitors. You can have an extension like TikTok and Instagram sorter, but yeah, you can do this on Instagram on your mobile phone. Then get their 2 to 5 viral videos, get the scripts and the idea, and now we have here a good idea to start making a reel. And then passive ideation, it just cross your mind a fucking good idea. So you just take notes about that, okay? That's very important too. Right, so testing the idea. See if the idea is either gonna make your video go viral or if it's gonna bring value to your audience, okay? So viral video, for example, first it needs to be, you need to have relatability, so makes the audience interested in the topic. Give the viewer questions, like they need to say like, what is that? How does that work? Okay, you need to provoke emotions like laughs, joy, sadness, and it needs to seem unrealistic. Like, what? No, no way, that's fucking crazy. Okay, you need to just create that on the viewer's mind. Then value video, it needs to be relevant. So yeah, you can show just a common problem, show the solution to a common problem, unaware problem, desire. Okay, then you need to show a clear solution. So do the viewer have all the info to go from point A to point B? It needs to be fucking simple and clear. Okay, then the viewer can see themselves doing that, because if I say something like you need to post 3 times a day for 5 years to go here to go from point A to point B, literally nobody wants to post 3 times a day for 5 years. No, okay. But if I say something like just post consistently for 6 months and you will reach this, it's gonna be much more captive, you know. Then it needs to be unique. So a better slash easier solution than other videos. Okay, just try to show your unique expertise. Okay, and it needs to be worth $5. So think about this: if someone just finds buys your video from $5, they just don't know what they are getting. They just open a box. Someone asks them, you want to open this box for $5, and they, okay, I'm gonna open it. They pay $5 and they see your fucking video. You think they are gonna be like, oh, I'm glad I paid $5 for this? Or you think they're just gonna be like, fuck, I just wasted $5? Okay, if it's worth $5, it's probably good because it has a lot of value. All right, this is number 5, scripting. Okay, it is very important too. Okay, so step 1, create the script, the structure of a viral video. There's basically these 3 steps right here. First one, the hook. Everyone knows about this. So rule number 1, put a question in the viewer's mind. They will keep watching until they have the answer. Okay, trust me. So you need to ask what questions they are gonna have when they watch the hook. And rule two, keep it short and concise. It just needs to be simple and direct language. Okay, so use auditory hook and visual hook. Okay, then substance. Give value to keep them watch. Okay, to keep them watching, you just need to throw value during the video, like we talked there in on the ideation. So most people will just scroll. Keep so yeah, just need to keep it engaging, entertain people, and make them learn something during the video. And then the payoff, at least 5 to 10 seconds. Answer the questions. Give what you said in the hook. Okay. Get inspiration from other creators. Of course, you can do that from the creators list, your competitors that you just created, and cut all the unnecessary information after you made your script. This is very important, of course. Then change the script. So let's pretend that you already finished the script. You cut all the necessary information, everything. So now we go to some changes that we need to make into the script to just take it to another level. And bro, I got this too from a fucking paid course. This is so fucking a lot of sauce. I mean, most of the scripts, when you just do this, they just level up instantaneously. So first things first, broad out the hook. See the hook and make it so a lot more broader. Okay, so just niche down through the video. For example, a normal hook is like, if someone says your fitness program is too expensive, here's why you say. And a broad hook is something like, when someone says you're too expensive, first, don't try to justify the price, shut the fuck up and ask this. Okay, so this is just so more broad because here you're just targeting the fitness niche, and here you're just telling like if you're too expensive, so you're basically talking to everyone. Okay, then negativity always wins. So negativity give more emotions than positivity. Okay, that's just how it is. So be negative in the mistake that the viewer is making. So never the viewer themselves. Okay, just don't make the viewer like go crazy. So for example, a positive hook could be something like, these three leg exercises are better than squats, and the last one is the best. But a negative hook, a better hook, is something like, squat just fucking sucks when it comes to actually grow your legs. Instead of wasting your time in the gym, here's three alternatives. Okay, then use the words you. This is very important too. Okay, so replace a plural language for you. Give the ownership basically. So for example, instead of you just say something like, people might find this bad, say something like, you might find this bad. Okay, so you, when you get near to the end of a sales call and you finish the presentation, then give them the price. But then what you can do too is give the ownership and the you. Okay, so it's going to be something like, when you get near to the end of your sales call and you finish your presentation, then give them your price. Okay, it's just an example so you can see what I'm talking about. Then power words. This is very important too, of course. Everyone is using the same power words. You need to stand out. So just try to break the pattern. Okay, so instead of saying young millionaire teaches how to make money, you can say something like, young millionaire exposes the secrets to make a fuck ton of money. Okay, so just try to make this as short as possible, concise, take all the bullshit, okay, that you have, because yeah, believe me, in your script there's gonna be a lot of shit that you can just take off, and it's not gonna even make a difference. Okay, so now recording part. Let's go to this too, guys. This is gonna be very raw. Okay, I'm not gonna cut anything, so yeah, let's just get into it. Recording. So never wear white t-shirts or a shirt with big text. Okay, use simple, like this one. This right here is just a black t-shirt. Okay, simple, not white, because the captions are gonna fuck up a lot. I mean, right now I don't have captions, so it would be good if I just do something like that, but no, I just prefer to use like this simple, clean black shirt, okay? Read line by line, put your hand in the same place, put your head, not a hand, but okay. Put your head in the same fucking place so the cuts are just clean. So, for example, I'm here and I'm telling you, for example, you need to understand, then you look to your script, how to read books, okay? And the cuts are just gonna be simple, bro. I'm noticing that there's some mistakes here, but I don't give a fuck. Let's just get into this. Like, this took me fucking months to make. So yeah, you're just we're learning a lot of free sauce. So yeah, let's continue this. Speak with conviction, okay? No one likes amateurs. That's just the truth, okay? Talk like an expert. Don't use words like probably, can, could, might, maybe. Speak with conviction, like definitely, surely, will, like that's much better. Now, how to be confident on camera? Treat the camera like a friend, okay? Pass energy, move your hands, have a lot of energy, like be excited. People see that and that gets them entertained, and just have fun. Like try to have the most fun when recording. So here I have a tip for you: record and say what you want, then start the recording. Okay, so what you can do is like put your camera here, talk like you're talking to a friend, and then you just start the script. It's just gonna be better. I don't know why, but it will, trust me. Then I have here the lighting setup. Okay, I can show you a bit here mine lighting too. So the thing that I have here is a softbox 45 degrees of my face, and it's right here. Okay, you can see. Then I have here this light, and this is basically the background lights. And I have here another light, then should be on this side of the face. I'm going to show you guys how it is. So you can have basically a light like this, okay? It's not fucking turned on. I don't know why. Let me turn this on. So it's just like this, okay? To put this side of the face too, bro. This is very important, you know? It's gonna be a lot better. Let me see if you guys can see the difference. Like, look at this, bro. It's just so much more professional when you have this light here too, you know? Look at the difference. Actually, a lot better. So yeah, let's continue this. Now, video editing. It depends on the video, of course, but make the message just easier to understand. The goal is not making the video look good. I mean, a lot of editors think that they just need to throw a lot of motion graphics, a beautiful captions. No, bro. You just need to make the message easy to understand. Okay, that's it. Now, editing process. You just need to cut, do dry or normal zooms, music, animations, captions, sound effects, color grading, better audio, sound louder, and export. Okay. Now, important, you should hire an editor. That's just a fucking true. Like, don't waste your time doing those things. To be honest, don't waste your time doing all of these things. Okay, you should just hire someone doing that for you, because if you're a business owner, if you want to have your own offer, you should be taking care of your clients rather than doing this. Okay. Right. So IG traffic strategy, the hacks to get viral. Okay, basically that's it. So, bro, this is from a paid course too. Just gonna tell you guys this. So be controversial, make people take a side. This is very important. This is just basically rage bait, okay? And intentionally make or get something wrong. So for example, a guy said, "Look at this Pong ping table," and the video just got tons of fucking millions of views, bro. Because people were just in the comments, "Pong ping table, Pong ping, what the fuck? It's ping pong. Everyone knows it's ping pong." Of course, it's ping pong, idiot. It was on fucking purpose to make people just comment a lot. And it worked. That's the thing, it worked. Okay? Things that don't matter, bro. Trending sounds don't matter. hashtags, time to post. It just doesn't matter, bro, okay? I don't know why everyone is talking about this. It doesn't matter. Now, what matters is like just creating a good video. And if you're stuck like in 200 view jails, sometimes it happens. That doesn't matter, okay? Just make a video, a good video, and make sure that the right ICP watches your video. Now, important. By the way, you will just grow with the time, okay? So yeah, just try to be consistent and don't fucking give up, bro. Now, if your video performs bad, it's because the video is fucking bad. So, bro, there's a lot of people that just think, oh, my video performed bad. Probably it's just my hook. I'm just gonna make a better hook. I'm just gonna using a better sound. No, bro. The video is just fucking bad. That's a reality, okay? Because people don't want to watch it. Okay, it's not the algorithm. You're not shadow banned. People just don't want to watch your fucking video. That's as simple as that. Okay. Now, YouTube traffic strategy. YouTube is the highest trust content platform. One video can literally bring inbound leads for years, bro. And I'm not kidding. Like, right, let's get into it. YouTube specs. So minimum 30 to 60 minutes. Ideally 1 or 2 hours for big value bombs, like I'm doing right now. I have literally right here 31 minutes. Let's see, I'm basically on half. It's gonna be something around 1 hour. Okay. Then you could you could put the timestamps there. It's always helpful for retention and the SEO and everything. On the thumbnail, I don't thought about the thumbnail for this video. Just try to show your face, build emotion, bold text, a big promise, high contrast. That's fucking important, of course. Now the title, SEO aware, and you just need to basically think about the SEO and just try to make people curious. Okay, just generate a lot of curiosity. Now, clip. Okay, you could do something here that's basically the YouTube game when you just grab some 30 to 90 second moments and you just turn your YouTube videos into reels. Okay, so for example, this is not gonna be a good. I don't. I'm just cannot do this video like a bunch of reels from this video, but yeah, it depends on the fucking offer, of course. Right, so offer and funnel. Important, you cannot have only one single offer. Okay, so for example, let's say you're a fitness coach and you help people lose fat. Your offer could be something like, for example, personalized training plans, personalized diet plans, access to a course on how to get lean, mindset ebook, community access, 4 coaching calls with you, in this case with me, 24/7 support. And let's pretend that you're gonna do all this for fucking 1.5k a month. It can be just this. What if they don't have money to pay 1.5k, but they still want your help? Bro, you have to basically build a ladder. Okay, so you have to have at least 3 offers. So basically, offer one, personalized training plans, personalized diet plans, access to basically everything that I said here. Okay, but if they can't afford it, we go to the offer number 2. Okay, so they will just have for $700 they will have access to a course on how to get lean, mindset ebook, community access, and 3 coaching calls with you. Okay, and if they can't afford this, they will basically have access to a course on how to get lean and a mindset ebook for $200. Of course, you need to show that this here has the biggest value. Okay, these right here have not that much value, but it's still good. And these are right here is not a lot of value. I mean, you need to show that it has value, of course. And you can show like you can start here and you'll probably want to pay me more. You need to try to show that to people. And yeah, then you need to have a guarantee. Okay, I mean, you can just don't have a guarantee, but it would be better. You can sell more. Okay, so for example, if you can see results after 2 months, and I put here 3 types of guarantees. This is the extreme one. So for example, you get your money refunded plus 500 USDs in cash plus a pizza delivered to your doorstep. It's fucking amazing guarantee, okay? Then example two, I'll work for you for free until you get results. I mean, if you're more confident, if you have confidence uh, in your offer, I recommend you to do this, okay? But yeah, if not, you can do something like this. People are just gonna say yes. And then you have the example number three that is just like, okay, you get your money back. So, importance. If your guarantee is too extreme, there's a problem that you can face. You will work with people that won't give their 100%. So, for example, in this offer right here, people won't just give 100%. Like, if it fails, okay, they just make $500. For them, it's fine. So, if you don't have a guarantee, for example, it's more difficult to close people, but they will grind 100% because if it doesn't work, they will lose money. Now, if your guarantee is extreme, it's easier to close people, okay? But they won't give a fuck because they know that if something goes wrong, they will get their money back, for example, okay? People just grow when they aren't on their comfort zone, okay? So, of course, you can do something like this. It will be easier to sell, but believe me, you're gonna work with some lazy people. So, really recommend one of these two right here, or just don't have any offer, don't have any guarantee, okay? I recommend you have these ones, right? By the way, but okay, now we are gonna go to your DMs outreach, DMs and outreach system, guys. Outreach is very important. I would personally say that if you want to get clients, the most two important things are basically your contents and your outreach. That's literally the front end, the most important things that you need to start getting clients fast as possible. Okay, purely organically, by the way. Now, inbound leads from contents are warm. Most coaches let them die in notifications. Bro, don't do that. So, like, every like, every share, every comment, it's a warm lead. If someone comments in your video, bro, outreach to them, bro. Okay, so outreach yourself versus a setter. Before 5 to 10K a month, you're doing outreach manually, okay? But when you hit this 5 or 10K a month, with a proven offer, just hire a setter. It's much fucking easier. Okay, so this is literally the DM playbook. Okay, so trigger. So for example, if they like, comment, repost, follow, reach out some day, bro. If they just reach out same day, okay. If you see that they just like your video, if they comment something, if they repost, bro, reach out on the same fucking day. You need to be quick here, okay? So, your opener, it needs to be personalized and it needs to be specific. So, for example, sorry you posted my video about something. What exactly do you do? Okay, just try to have a conversation. Try to understand their business or understand what they do because, bro, I'm just gonna be honest with you. There's a lot of people that they just want to sell. So they're like, so what do you think about us doing this and let's do this and let's do that, bro? Talk with them first. Show that you're a human too, okay? Show some kind. Don't rush things, okay? Now, tone. Casual conversation, not a pitch, okay? Flow. Question, answer, relate. What do you do? Curiosity, and book a call, right? Never pitch in the DMs. Always book a call, bro. Always book a fucking call to talk. It's much easier to convince people on a call face to face, okay? Now, lead classification. There's four main classifications of a lead. Okay, so first we have hot lead. Budget ready, clear desire, good timing. Basically, book immediately, respond fast, just be quick, it's done. Now, warm lead. Right fit, but it's just exploring. Nurture with content and check back in. Okay? Now, cold leads. Budget issue or wrong timing, just route to a lower mid ticket as we talked before this. And then if they are unqualified, they are just not your ICP, just decline. Don't be afraid of saying no. There's a thing that me personally I have to start doing it more and more. And bro, just do that. Believe me, I was just doing that. I was just saying yes in the beginning, and that's a fucking mistake. Now I'm very more. I take a very more attention, very much more attention with the persons, with the people that I work with. Okay, I just want to work with the best of the best. So just say no. There's no problem of saying no. If you see that it's not a fit, just yeah, just say no, decline. But don't be rude, of course, and yeah, just don't chase. Now, depending on the niche, you can use an automation, and here things get interesting. Okay, you can send 20 DMs a day and it's going to take a lot of time. Or you can send like 75 to 300 DMs a day with just an automation. So this is the three steps that I used to DM people, a lot of people, literally. So the first thing is Instagram followers scraper. So basically you're going to put here your competitor's link. Okay, you're going to put this here like detailed. You could put here a max and then a waiting interval. Basically, it's going to scrape your competitors' followers. Um, they're just leads, okay? Then on GPT, on Claude, you can use basically anything. You're basically going to filter these followers to a CSV file. You can use a prompt like this, and yeah, it's just gonna filter the followers. So for example, here is a fitness coach. You just basically remove everyone that doesn't have that don't have words like this, okay? And then you can use something like Autolead. There's a lot of programs that do this. Just try to not get banned, okay? So don't do a lot of this like instantly. Just try to warm up everything, and yeah, send the DMs. You can use something like this, okay? Now, this is the number 11. Let's go to 12, the sales call system. Okay? So, first, let's go to the structure. The first thing is get information. So, where are they from? Where are they now? So, your current situation, revenue, problem, where do they want to be? Like, what's their goal? The timeline. What's blocking them? Identify the real constraint. Okay? Consequences of staying stuck. This is very important too. Just make the problem feel real. Okay? Then, just then, first you understand everything. Okay? I want to make this fucking clear. So, first you understand everything and then you sell. Okay? Now, because just here a quick thing, bro. You need to make sure that you can help them. Okay, just don't try to sell to everyone. You need to make sure that you first that if that there's a fit in there, and that you need to make sure that you can help them scale their business or do something for them. That's on my niche, for example. But yeah, just make sure you can help them. So introduce the vision of working with you. Okay, basically you show the solution. You can show some social proof. Okay, case studies most relevant on their situations, handle objections directly and honestly, and yeah, just close the fucking clients. Okay, it's simple. So I put here the most common objections and how to handle them. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a fucking specialist on objections. I'm not a specialist on how to handle a sales call. I'm just good on talking to people. I'm just good connecting with people face to face, you know. So just talk with them. Try to really understand what they feel. So if they say, for example, I need to think about it, what specifically do you need to think about? You know, try to understand the client. The lead is not a client yet. Okay. Now it's so expensive. Anchored to cost of staying stuck or offer the mid ticket. Okay. So for example, oh, that's so expensive. It's really too expensive. I mean, you're gonna buy this and you're gonna make a fuck ton of money. Or for example, you're gonna buy this and you're gonna be a lot fitter. You're gonna be shredder to the top. So just show them the cost of staying stuck, and you can of course offer the middle or the low ticket as we talk too. Okay, then I'm not sure it will work for me. Just show some case studies. If you don't have, you can share your personal experience doing that you're gonna offer. And then I need to talk to my partner. Okay, just get them both on a fucking call and sell to them. That's basically it. Now, reminders and no shows. You can use automation calendars reminders. So, for example, I like to do 24 hours and 1 hour before the call and follow up manually if they miss the call, of course. Now, you can use scripts. So, for example, this is a script that you could use on the sales call, okay? And this is an objection handle, okay? It helps you. So, yeah, you can just go there and find some good scripts to use. Of course, like I told you, I'm not an expert on the fucking sales call, but this is a thing that you just need to learn because, yeah, it's fucking important, okay? So, now, number 13, okay? You're here for almost an hour. You're probably learning a lot. Probably not. You're definitely learning a lot. Okay? So, analytics and optimizations. Why you don't measure, you don't improve. Okay? So, just try to measure everything. Okay? So, Instagram metrics that matter. Saves matter a lot. So, it's literally the best indicator of value. If your video is valuable, people are going to save your video. Now, shares, best indicator of reach potential, and link leaks from bio, very important too, because you're basically leading people or to a landing page, or if you learn right now for a YouTube video. Okay, fucking the best thing that you could do. Now, YouTube metrics that matter: click-through rate, thumbnail plus title, average view duration. Is the content holding attention? Literally. Impressions, views, subscribers, funnel, and which videos drive the most DMs slash calls booked, because we want to double down on these ones. Okay. Now, weekly review process. What performed best this week and why? What flopped and why? What format or topic to double down on next week? Any new objections from DMs to turn into content? So basically, review everything weekly, and it's not just going to be good for you and your business, but you're also going to understand better your clients, their problems, their objections, and you could make some content out of this. So, for example, with turning those objections from the DMs, for example, into content. Okay. So, 14, scaling. This is very important too, of course, because everyone wants to scale. And what you need to do to scale, it's so simple. It's basically hire someone to do something. So start delegating tasks, okay? Once system is working, you just remove yourself from the equation. So this is a hire in order. So first thing is a content specialist, not a video editor. Like you could hire a video editor, but it's not the same thing. So first hire. As soon as you have a client or consistent content needs, hire a fucking content specialist. A video editor, he just wants to make your content looks good, but a content specialist, it's a lot of better because literally it handles things like setting to, it handles things like closer. It literally handles everything about the contents and about the things that you do to get clients. Okay. So yeah, of course, it's not gonna be your setter, but it's gonna help you find a setter, a closer. That's, for example, things that I do to my clients, help them with all these things with the ICP, with the traffic, with the content strategy, content ideation, everything that they need to start selling more. Of course, that's my whole goal here. Okay, so of course, if you hire content specialists, for example, me, of course, we are gonna help you like with the setting part, with the closer, so managing a team too. Okay, there's a thing that we also do. So, for example, the seller, like I was telling you, once your offer is proven and you're getting inbound, but can handle the volume, just hire a fucking setter and a closer. Of course, when Calvin exceeds what you can handle, just try to get on the calls. Okay, I think that this is important, at least on the beginning. But yeah, then you can just hire a closer, of course. So this is basically it. Okay, this is my whole fucking system. This took months to make. This is everything that you need to know to start selling. Now, the most important thing here, you need to implement this. Okay, you can't just go to the next video. You can just watch some other course. No, just you literally already know everything. Just start implementing this, okay? If you want my help, as you know, I'm a fucking content specialist. I handle everything that I have here. I help you with everything about your business that can make it just scale a lot. Mostly about your contents, okay? Like a creative director, I can run a team for you. I can do a lot of things, of course, related to contents and growing, okay? So that's fucking it. I hope you understand everything right here, okay? Like I told you, if you want a fucking right hand, you can just go to the first link in the description. You can book a call with me. We can talk a lot on how to grow your fucking business with content. Okay, that's basically what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna help you with your contents, and yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys got the most valuable possible from this. Like I told you, this has a lot, but I mean a lot of paid shit. But fuck it, I'm just gonna give everything to you. Not gonna gatekeep anything. So this is it. Hope you guys just love this fucking video. First link in the description. Book a call with me if you want to just go to the next level. Just focus on your clients and let me handle all this for you. I'll just me and my team will do literally everything for you. Okay, you just need to focus on your clients. So let me take care of the rest. So yeah, this is fucking it, and I'll see you in the next one.